The market is volatile, the stocks keep going down. Then boom, we hit new highs. Everything is different now, but you don't gotta chase. Don't panic, don't stress. Time to realign, plan it out, invest. It's the First Fruits Podcast. We elevating with the First Fruits Podcast. No time for waiting, time to grow, give back, reinvest like that. Everything you need to know, the First Fruits Podcast. Let's go.
Welcome everybody to the First Fruit Stock Club. We're gonna try this again. Oh my goodness. Did a whole show with the sound muted. Anyway, look, I just wanted to get on here for the second time. I'm gonna say it a second time. I just wanted to go through some fun facts. The title of the show is Thanksgiving versus your brokerage account. Thanksgiving versus your brokerage account. So here's some. Let me give you context of what I mean. Context of what I mean by that. Travel, you'll spend Americans will spend $81.2 million traveling. All right. Food, they'll spend $127 billion in food and pies and turkey and all the things that we eat for Thanksgiving. And so, and including Black Friday, which is a few hours, and Cyber Monday, Americans will spend a total of $1.1 to $1.2 trillion over the Thanksgiving holiday. $1.1 to $1.2 trillion. That accounts to about $2,800 per person. $2,800 per person. It's just amazing. These numbers are amazing to me because, you know, me being a financial channel, I know that the average American can't come up with $500 for an emergency expense. But we find a way through Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and Cyber Monday to come up with $2,800. It's amazing. And not only that, this is one of the best times to be in the stock market. The stock market is at a great position for us right now. For those of us who are in a secret society and all we do is wealth, all we want is wealth, right? In our brokerage accounts. We know that this is the best 6 months in the market, starting November, right? And November was a rough November, right? I'm still recovering, but you know, one by one, some of my trades are coming around, and the stock market's been up the last couple of days. But you know, so therefore, we really have to be focused in this time. And I know I'm just like everybody else. I want to shop. There's some things, but I was actually watching an ABC News show, and what happened is that the deals that they're saying they're deals aren't really deals, right? People are just shopping, hoping for deals, but they aren't really deals. They just know that everybody's going to shop around this time, which is great. You know, you should shop, you should spend. But at the same time, the market is at a discount right now, right? And it won't be at a discount in the next few months, right? We're going to go through, you know, like I said, the Santa Claus rally is no guarantee, right? But we'll go through that, okay? The Santa Claus, hopefully, will have a rally to come in, and the stocks that have been beaten up, they will once again perform again, right? And I think we'll probably be at some new highs. But we took a step back, and that's what the market does. The market is what I call a time machine. The market goes back in time and goes forward in time. And it goes back in time in regards to prices that it may hit. They may have hit a month or 2 months ago, or they move forward to what the market is projecting forward. So that is called discounting going backwards, and it compounds forward, right? And most people want it to compound forward, right? Because we are optimistic by our nature, and we want our money to grow. So the market is really set up for it to compound forward. But sometimes it discounts back, and that's when it gives us a great opportunity to pounce on some great deals. All right. Let me just go through this disclaimer real quick. The information provided by the First Fruit Stock Club podcast is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial investment or tax advice. Investing in stocks and other securities carries risks, including the potential loss of principal. Past performance is not indicative of future. The First Fruit Stock Club and its affiliates do not guarantee any specific outcomes or returns. By listening to this podcast, you acknowledge that you are responsible for your own investment decisions. All right. So you are responsible for your own investment decisions, but you have an opportunity, especially tomorrow, right? And remember, the first fruits, the basis of this channel and this club is to understand that the first dollars are sacred. The first dollars are sacred. And what do you do with those first dollars? We must give and we must invest. And when we don't give and invest, we are bullied financially, right? We're bullied through inflation. We're bullied through taxes. Inflation always goes up. Your paycheck will never keep up with inflation. We're bullied through taxes. Your taxes always go up. America always spends more money than it has. Okay? And then they have to find ways to pay for stuff. That's why we're taxed. And we have an enormous amount of debt right now. We're 120% of our income. Right? So those things are going on. And also, in the backdrop, we have Trump's new Federal Reserve president who's going to be elected. And inflation is in the works. So if you're not in the market and you don't participate in the market, you're going to have some issues next year. Right? But those of you who have brokerage accounts, the secret society, all we ask for is wealth, then we know that there are going to be some great opportunities for us to continue to further our families and continue to be able to give from our brokerage account and help people who we can. But if we can't help ourselves, we can't help other people. We have to position ourselves, right? And understand that the markets, and you can look at and you see these CEOs and they're so wealthy, everyone is bullied financially in this country. If you don't understand, everyone's bullied financially. And they're bullied because everyone is affected by inflation, taxes, and a recession. It affects everybody. But what happens is there are some people who figured out the game, right? So what we do in the First Fruit Stock Club is look at the people who figured out the game and we try to emulate it the best we can. How do we do that? We do that by investing in the stock market. We do that by investing in a long-term portfolio. We do that by investing in a dividend portfolio that replaces our income. We do that by investing in options that allows us to have 100, 200, 300% gains in the market. And options, all this involves risk. But we stand, and when we don't do it, we're at the risk of our salary disappearing and the cost of things. What we could afford, now we can't afford. Right? But the stock market is one of the greatest wealth generators. The United States is one of the wealthiest countries in world history. We do $30 trillion in GDP, which is income as a country. There's no country comparison. China's, I don't think China's even at 20 billion. We do $30 billion and growing. But the wealth in the country is in the stock market. That's where it is. Elon Musk is a trillionaire. Yes, he's a good business person, but he wouldn't be a trillionaire without the stock market. None of these guys would, right? Okay, so we must participate and put ourselves in position in the stock market, right? So when we look at these statistics and we say, hey, look, $2,800 per person is going to be spent on Thanksgiving and the whole holiday, we may look at say, hey, look, this year, I'm not going to spend $2,800. I'm going to take 14 and put it in my brokerage account, right? We're going to grow that because there are great deals in the market. Few stocks that I like right now, all right? Going to detail. Amazon, discount, right? It's growing. Amazon is trading at a discount. I like Microsoft at a discount, right? Meta, $1,100 stock, trading at like six something at a discount, right? We can pile into these stocks right now for when their total value returns, when it starts compounding forward and the positive, and watch, you'll see all the positive reports start coming out, right? About these stocks. It'd be a great time. All right. Man, so I had to do this twice. But I wanted to get on here. Just want to say happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope that you and your family, you guys have full stomachs, and it's great to see family. It's always good. I didn't get a chance to travel this year, but my wife and my mother-in-law, we had an intimate Thanksgiving with us, and that's fine. And maybe we'll do something for Christmas. But all in all, I'm getting ready to go to the Ravens game, and we're gonna beat up on those Bengals, right? And but I want to say tomorrow and really tonight is a great opportunity, right? Great opportunity for us to have brokerage accounts. We know that there are a lot of discounts out there, and we want to take advantage of them. And I'm here to keep you focused because I know this time of year we can, because of the holiday and spending, we can become unfocused, right? So we have to get back focused, get back, staying clear, and with the ability to invest and to continue to compound our accounts and our brokerage accounts to step up and have freedom, liquid freedom, right? Money in the brokerage account is liquid freedom. All right, thank you very much, man. I hope you guys enjoy. I appreciate you guys for giving me a few moments of your time, especially me doing this over again. It's crazy. All right. But I'm having new content. I'm working on a bunch of new stuff. You see, I got my new intro. So I'm going to be moving the podcast forward. And I hope you guys who've been watching me, I thank you so much, and continue. And I will bring you value. Next week, I got a great show. I'm gonna discuss some of the top stocks are going to be for next year. So we have to start preparing but we can't just look at right now. Next year is coming upon us. So we have to plan our accounts. Like I said, from November to April is the best time to invest. So we want to pile up, especially right now. Okay. And it doesn't mean that we're not going to have some volatility in the market. And matter of fact, the volatility that's right now within the best 6 months of the year is opportunity for us to become wealthy. Hey guys, thank you so much. And remember, everything that we do is fruitful from our family, right? It's fruitful to our relationships. It's fruitful, right? That's what we always have. And wealth and building wealth and money and opportunities are fruitful. Everything we do is fruitful. I always speak that to myself, and I believe that is true. Hope you do. Until next time, I'm Donald Green, the founder of the First Roots Stock Club. Bye-bye.
Keep going down, then boom, we hit new highs. Everything is different now, but you don't gotta chase. Don't panic, don't stress. Time to realign, plan it out, invest. It's the First Fruits Podcast. We elevating with the First Fruits Podcast. No time for waiting, time to grow, give back, reinvest.